Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another rose drawing tutorial, and for this video guys we're gonna be drawing number 6. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how it ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw it, then let's get started. I'm also gonna put up a reference right now on screen that was easier for you guys to draw, and at the same time you guys can get all your details. Just keep in mind guys that we are gonna start off by doing a sketch, and then from there on you guys are gonna do your final drawing. So remember to do your lines light, just like my other tutorials. First we're gonna start off by doing this bulb shape. It's kind of like an avocado shape, and in the end mine does come out a little bit thinner than the reference guys, but you know, as long as you know, it doesn't really matter. All right, now that we have that, I mark off where we're gonna end and where we're gonna start. It's just I don't know, I just like doing that guys. It just lets me know where I'm headed. All right, so now for this line right there and another one there, just do it all the way to the top, and then we're just gonna connect it to around here. Now for the middle we're just gonna do this rectangle shape, and there we go guys. All right, so now to do one of the petals that starts around there, and then it starts a little bit higher around there, and we can just meet it up, and right there I kind of make it more into a rectangle shape. Now for this other petal right there, just connect it to around there. And right here I'm just doing these reference lines just to show you guys that this petal is the same level as the one that we did first. Now for the inside right there, then we could just connect that one right there since we hadn't done so. And then this one's in the inside right there. Now for the inside right here guys, it starts literally making this swirl kind of look, so just letting you guys know. Now we're gonna do another lip on this part of the petal, just like the one on the outside. It's basically the petal like being bent over, right? And now once for this petal over here, we're gonna start it off at the top, and then we're just gonna follow it through and do this lip. Obviously it's not called the lip guys, but that's the way that I'm gonna refer it to. Now for we're basically done with the actual rose. Now it's just a matter of doing some of these lips for each of the petals. Right here I'm just marking off that it's kind of like this little swirl for the middle right there, because it starts getting a little bit more hectic in the middle and harder to see what it is. All right, so now for these parts of the rose right there, of the actual stem, is these leaves that basically attach to the actual flower. There we go. This one actually comes out a little bit, and something that I want you guys to keep in mind is just that all of these are roughly the same thickness, so just keep that in mind as you guys are drawing them. As I'm pointing out right there. Now this one actually follows through a little bit and goes under the actual flower, so I do it under. Just try to make it on the same thickness. And if you guys notice, the actual tips goes to about half of the actual rose. Now right here for the stem, it's just basically it bends around there, and just once again try to make it roughly the same thickness as the actual little leaves that are like close to the rose. Now for this leaf right here, just gonna do this line to mark off the middle, and now we're just gonna finish off by doing the actual leaf around here. Now this leaf right there has a little stem coming up, and right there I'm just doing some reference lines guys. I do work on the leaves later on. That's just to show you guys a little bit. Now for this one, there we go. And just something that I want you guys to keep in mind is that the leaves are similar in size and thickness. Obviously the one on the left side is a little bit bigger, but I just want you guys to keep that in mind. And now that we have all this guys and you're happy with your actual sketch, we could actually go in and start erasing some of those reference lines that we did earlier. Now I'm just going ahead and adding some of the details. For example, the stem right there for the actual leaf, it's actually a little bit thicker, and right there I'm just working on the shape of the leaves, you know, making sure that it looks properly on my drawing. And so something that I want you guys to keep in mind once again is that everybody's drawing is going to be different. Everybody's drawing is going to look different. So once you have your overall sketch, if you guys can make any changes to your drawing to make it look better, then go for it. Even though if it doesn't look like mine or the actual reference, it doesn't matter, guys. Everybody is going to draw it differently, so everybody's going to have different things that they could work on. So as long as they work for your sketch, your drawing, then go ahead and make those changes. And right here for the actual leaves, I'm just showing you guys the way that I like doing leaves is I just make these like little spiky lines right there, just following the shape that we did for the leaf. And then we could just start doing these lines going to the middle, and they basically follow every little like I don't know, the little point on the edges of the leaf. It kind of like each one where it goes down, it's one of those lines, and then I do that over here. So they don't line up with the ones that I did at the beginning in the leaf, but overall, you know, you could always erase those and just make it. And something that I like doing is just not connecting every single line, trying to do like different lines, you know, different lengths, some touching, some not, and it just gives it a little bit more, I don't know, something else to the actual leaf. So that's something you guys could yeah, go ahead, or if you guys prefer doing it the way that the reference has it, then go ahead, guys. Now for the shading right here, I'm just giving you guys an idea if you guys are gonna end up shading it or coloring it. I do end up coloring it, as you guys saw at the beginning, but right here I'm just giving you guys a rough like idea. Usually the shading is gonna be under each of the lips for the petals, or like in some of the areas where, you know, the light won't hit and stuff like that. Right here for the actual stem, right there in the actual, what are those? Are those little points? I forgot what they're called. You guys are gonna let me know in the comment section below. Just at the moment I can't remember what they're called. And so right here I'm just using a Copic outliner to outline it. And something that I end up doing that I've never done before is that I actually go ahead and do some inking, I guess there's like certain ways that you could do outline a drawing or your lines, and then in some of the areas you make it a little bit thicker, some lines than others. And so that's something that I tried on this one for the first time. If you guys ask me why, I don't know, I just went for it, and I think I ended up making it a little bit better. It's really subtle, but it's there. And then I ended up using my Copic markers to color it. Just used a basic red and a green, and then I just went over it with some color pencils. And something new that I tried as well in this one, guys, was that for the red I used the complementary color of red, which is green. So for the actual shading, the darker spots on the red, I used the green, if that makes any sense. I did use the red in some of the areas just to give it, you know, like a little bit more of a color. And then on the darker, on the shadows, I used the green that I used for the actual stem, color pencil wise. And it really works out, and it's something that I did for the first time as well. Something that I knew before, but I just never did it on my drawings. And I think that's something that I'm gonna be doing from now on. So I did two new things on mine. You know, I inked the lines. To be honest, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically making some lines thicker than others and stuff like that. And then the second thing that I did was using complementary colors for the actual coloring. So since green is a complementary color of red, then I used red on the actual stem and the leaves. So just for the shadows, you guys might be able to see it poke out a little bit more than the green on the red, since the red's a little bit more rich in color. But overall, guys, I think it came out pretty good. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. And yeah, guys, so let me know in the comment section below how yours turned out. If you guys have any questions, then make sure to leave a comment. And if you guys are interested in other rose drawings, I have a playlist and the link in the description. And yeah, you guys can check out some other drawings. I have another rose coming up in a few days tutorial, so that's gonna be number 7. So stay tuned for any more, guys. If you guys are interested, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like, guys, and subscribe. And I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Draws out.